What the heck? What is going on? What is going on? What?
What's up, everyone? I am here today with a video that I had debated doing in my head, and Mark Rober's recent video about beating scam arcade games pushed me over the edge and got me to do this, in part because, shock of all shocks, his video was at our local arcade, which is my wife and my new favorite hangout spot. I have got the fun card from the arcade to prove it. It is Hyperspace in Los Altos. And watching Mark's video, he explained how to hack all of the games except the two that happen to be our favorite. One is the Avengers card collecting coin drop game, and the other is Down the Clown. Now, for the Avengers game in particular, my wife and I are engineers, and we actually thought through how to hack this game some time ago. I am fairly certain it will work. In a sense, it already has. And Mark did not go over this. One of the issues that I have with Mark's contraptions is they're actually not cheap to make or build. And if you factor in the cost of materials and labor outside of someone like him, for which this is a labor of love, it becomes cost prohibitive. With respect to the Avengers game, it's basically like your old school coin drop game where you swipe your card and you get anywhere between 10 and 15 tokens depending on how many times you swipe, and you push a button and it drops a coin. Except this game is built for the modern ADD generation, because with each coin drop, depending on what you trigger, you can actually get anywhere from 4 to potentially 35 more coins to drop in a single turn.
How are you triggering more to come out?
None of this makes any sense.
This is the coolest version of this game I've ever seen. What? Why is it doing that?
I don't know! I'm not complaining!
And what happens is these coins push cards off of a ledge, and if you collect all 9 cards, you can redeem them for 3,000 tickets.
It's a good thing this is not Las Vegas. You would be addicted if this was a Vegas game.
This is my collection of cards. These are actually super cool. They are Avengers characters. We have Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Panther, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and this game also happens to be a scam game, because what they don't tell you when you first start playing this game, and it gets you hooked, is that there are 9 cards to collect in total, and it's actually very easy to get individual cards, but the one card that you need to complete the set is Thanos. And Thanos, from conversations with the arcade employees, is a 20-to-1 type of card. Well, guess what? My wife and I have acquired 3.
Oh, you got it! You got it! High five! Wait, are we done with this game now? We just got the bonus. Thanos! Ow. Wait, where's the Thanos card? Where's the Thanos card? Where is the Thanos card? It shows us the Thanos card. Dude, I think we got the Thanos card.
And the way that we did this was through social engineering. When you work in software, you learn about hacking, you learn about social engineering. And what happens for us to be able to get these cards is that we realized flipping a card on our own, getting the machine, the game to distribute a Thanos is damn near impossible and gonna cost you a legitimate small fortune or an arm and a leg per se, because they're just so rare and it's very difficult to flip a card. You can play the game for maybe $25 worth and you're lucky if you flip one card.
Last play, last play. Oh!
Sorry, baby.
However, this arcade, unlike other arcades such as Dave & Buster's that have alcohol and have a bouncer, is open. So you can walk off the street, look at the game, and leave if you don't want to play. What has this led to for us? Well, if you've watched my Swatch movie, you know that my wife and I are ridiculously patient and absurd when it comes to the lengths that we will go to get what we want. And so we made it a practice to walk in to the arcade and do what's called a Thanos check every time we happen to be in the area.
Oh, it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall. Oh. Oh, you got it on the last play. You got it on the last play.
You're gonna get the other one?
And so far, it has netted 3 Thanos cards. The reason that this works is because not everyone that plays the game understands the game or understands how difficult it is to actually get a Thanos card. And when you're playing other games and you observe players, you realize that there are those types that are as engaged and knowledgeable about the game as we are and will stick around until they get a Thanos, if a Thanos happens to be in play. But then there are others who will just come, play a couple hands worth, and walk away, perhaps flipping a Thanos and not realizing just how hard they are to come by. So when my wife and I see a Thanos on the game, we basically play until we get it to drop. Now, I am going to show all of the video that I took of us playing this game before Mark's video ever was a thing. So you can see just how passionate we were about this silly game. And in fact, at the end of the day, I plan to just keep the cards because they're harder to come by than whatever prizes happen to be available, which quite frankly are not anything to write home about. Now, the last bit, the game hack, and I think this is actually perhaps way more simple, but also much more elegant than any of the solutions that Mark has proposed. If you just care about the tickets, each one of these cards can be redeemed in a machine automatically. A single card is worth 50 tickets, but the collection of 9 is worth 3,000. So, question of the day. Is there any unique identifier on these cards that would prevent you from replicating them? Having 3 Thanoses in hand, I can tell you that there is not. So, if you were to look at that, you will see that the way that this is coded is identical for all 3. And so, what that means is you have a situation where This card is the one that's impossible to come by and worth a lot. This card is a dime a dozen. And all you need to redeem the card is the correct barcode on the back. So, scan this card into your computer, print out the barcode, cut it and paste it to the back of a different card, and put it in the machine for redemption. There you go, that's the hack, but guess what? I have not actually done this because I deemed it to be unethical. I am not going to do this, but since I believe with Mark it is all in good fun, and Mark somehow has permission from the arcade to do silly things like this, I have an open invitation to you. Come try my knockoff Thanos card and see if we can redeem it for tickets. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next one.